The mission of Advance is to promote diversity among STEM faculty. And so UC Davis Advance has taken a sort of special approach, and we're looking at Latinas in STEM and their experiences and challenges and what we can do to help diversify STEM for that particular group. A lot of people in science and STEM understand that the more different perspectives you bring to problem solving, the more solutions you can generate.
What really separates the advanced program from all the other programs in the US, and I would say around the world, is that for the first time we decided not just to look at gender, but to look at the intersection of gender and race, and to ask the fundamental question of how can we identify women faculty, but women of color, who can be faculty on our campus, who can be good so they can succeed, and who can provide the right models for our students.
We're a public university, which means that we serve the population of California. And if you look at the demographics of California, you're going to see a state that is unbelievably diverse, particularly with respect to ethnicity, but of course also 50% female and 50% male. Well, we want those individuals to occupy the same sorts of disciplines that we do here. But how's that going to happen? About the only way that you're going to see that happening is if they've got role models. The young students are going to need teachers who reflect those demographics. But how's that going to happen? They have to go to college themselves. They have to be students at the university. And they're going to want to see role models among the faculty to do that. So there's a real trickle-down effect. Diverse faculty, diverse university students, diverse professionals, leaders in the community, diverse students in the high schools and the middle schools and the elementary schools.
So the Inclusive Campus Climate Initiative is one of the 5 initiatives that's part of our advanced program here at UC Davis. And the focus or the goal of that initiative is to really change the culture in the institution. The initiative really includes 2 primary activities. One is the STED, Strength Through Equity and Diversity workshops. The second activity of the Inclusive Campus Climate Initiative is really broad-based data gathering so that we can use data to inform our policies and programs.
The purpose of STED is to try to make people who are serving on search committees aware of different kinds of biases that can get in the way of good decision-making processes. And so in the workshop, we make sure to explain to people what those biases are, how they might get in the way of good decision-making, and first of all, why diversity and inclusion is a good goal to have, and how it increases excellence in our campus and how it'll make us better and stronger as a faculty. I think one of the most successful elements of STED is that it's faculty speaking to faculty. And that has time and again in our assessments and our surveys shown us that that's really salient and important to the faculty members who are taking the workshop. And I think it gives us a rich place to really talk through these ideas. We don't just lecture at our participants, we interact and we grapple with things that are true conundrums sometimes. And I think that our workshop participants find that very useful.
A key element in motivating a lot of this particular research is that it's grounded in the research that diversity of opinions and experience really are critical in science today. To look at science without the context of the world viewpoint of individuals is really an arcane way to approach science. The more perspectives you have to address complex ideas, the more individuals from diverse perspectives, the better the science and the better the outcomes. Our hope is, by working in this particular initiative, that we will be able to accelerate the integration of diverse STEM faculty, both in terms of gender, but also ethnicity and race.
The wonderful thing about the Advanced Campus program is that we were given the financial support to sit down and think out what kind of programs we want to create that would facilitate this in a way that benefited the faculty and benefited the departments. Because this has to be a win-win for everybody. And we came up with programs which actually were working.
But it's not just a program, it has been the work of many faculty across the board and the work of many years, and of course the commitment across all the levels, from the highest levels of administration to down to the department level, that really allowed the institution to now be the number one in the US in terms of the number of women in students, of course, but also in faculty in the STEM areas. And I can say we defied all the stereotypes.